Once upon a time, in a far, far away land, there lived an ant colony. Meet Flick, one of the worker ants in the colony, also known as the troublemaker or the inventor wannabe. One thing about him though is that he is extremely dedicated to his colony. He is currently being ostracized by the colony for his many problematic inventions. This is the king, a conservative leader who makes all the major decisions in the colony. Some things about him. 1. He resents interference because he does not trust majority of the ants under him. 2. He believes that change is not feasible or necessary. 3. Not only does he not like to listen to others, he frequently makes autocratic decisions. This is Hopper, the head of the grasshopper gang, and the most ruthless of them all. He and his minions extort grains from the colony every month. With the support of the other grasshoppers, he is able to threaten and pressurize the ant colony into carrying out their demands so that they do not have to collect it themselves.
Flick, do you know your miserable inventions are ruining my kingdom and I want nothing to do with them? Why can't you be like the other ants and just do your job?
Oh, Your Majesty, I seek your forgiveness. Please give me a second chance because, Your Majesty, I have a new invention, you see? And with this invention, Your Majesty, we will be able to collect all the grains so easily. And with this invention, Your Majesty, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day, the darkness of our colony will slowly vanish among the green grasslands. I have a dream that one day, our colony will stop staying under the mirage of heat, working hard and collecting grains under the muddy fields, and where our brothers and sisters are slowly dying from the drought. I have a dream, Your Majesty, that one day our colony will rise up and we will not be at the mercy of these grasshoppers, where our freedom is released from the shackle of the bossiness of these bad boys. Because today, Your Majesty, today, with this invention, we can now rejoice.
Why is this Flick so irritating? Is he out of his mind? Flick and his unrealistic dreams. Maybe I should just let him fail, so that he will stop bugging me. It will keep him busy as well, so that he can stop looking for me. Alright, that shall be the plan. Okay, Flick, just go and do what you want.
And so, Flick decided to go ahead and test his invention out. For the next few days, Flick worked long and hard, deploying the ants all over to help run errands. He made change after change to his existing idea, determined to make his invention a successful one. And so he worked on tirelessly, from day to night, and night to day. Finally, the day to test his invention came, and Flick was excited to prove his worth to the king. Everything was going well, when suddenly, his invention exploded, causing the existing stockpile of grains that the ants had collected to fall into the river. The offering was lost. Flick knew he was in trouble. Deep, deep trouble. Once again, poor Flick got chastised for his problematic inventions. The king was unwilling to support any more of his inventions, and his fellow ants refused to speak to him. His future looked bleak, and he was extremely demoralized. He thought of the dark days ahead for his colony, with the threat of the grasshoppers looming above their heads. With the impending doom of the colony, Flick decided that he could not give up. He was fully committed to helping his colony get out of this sticky situation, and then he had a eureka moment. Instead of continuing to be at the mercy of the grasshoppers, he would invent a bird that would scare them away. He wanted to free his colony from the grips of the grasshoppers now and forever.
So birds eat grasshoppers, right? And these grasshoppers are scared of these birds, right? Then if we can invent a remote control bird to chase these grasshoppers away, these grasshoppers will never come to our colony again!
Flick! Stop daydreaming! Stop trying to change something that you can't control!
You can't do it! It's not gonna work! Oh my god!
Seriously, Flick, just give up.
Is my invention really so horrible? Why are they so discouraging? But I'm very sure it will work. I know I failed many times. But this time, it will work. I'm very sure of it. Should I just go ahead? But what if I fail again, like the other times? No. I have to do this. Come on, Flick. Persevere. If I don't even believe in my ideas, how do I expect my fellow ants to believe in it? Guys! Today I have gathered you to address the problems that has plagued our ant colony. And I know you might be doubtful and reluctant to support my new idea. I understand. Because I have made mistakes in the past. But trust me, I am confident in this project. So as long as we can work together to create this big magnificent bird, we can drive these grasshoppers away from our homeland.
In the next few weeks, the ants worked tirelessly together to gather the resources to build the bird, all the way until the day the grasshoppers were scheduled to arrive. Finally, they had completed the giant bird and all they could do was to wait for their impending enemies. The dreadful day finally arrived, and all the ants waited with fear and anticipation as they stood there watching, wondering whether their efforts would pay off when finally...
The grasshoppers are here! The grasshoppers are here!
While the grasshoppers were making their way towards the colony, Flick released the remote-controlled bird on them. The bird flew left and right, and up and down as the colony held their breath and watched it go. A wave of fear and shock filled the air, and the grasshoppers started scrambling to find and get instructions from their leader, Hopper. They soon found out that they had been abandoned. Hopper, in terror, had been the first to escape, leaving his team of grasshoppers to face the bird. As soon as they realized this, they turned around and flew home, all the way home. From that day on, Flick was recognized as the hero of the colony and was given the award of the most innovative ant worker. The grasshoppers never came back, and not a single grain was collected for anyone outside the colony. And so, they lived happily ever after.
The end!